No one took Miss Sara seriously the day she walked into Crest Hill High. She looked too young, too soft, and far too calm to survive in a school known for swallowing new teachers whole. Her voice was gentle, her smile polite, and her style simple. But what none of them saw, beneath her quiet grace, was a lifetime of battles, both in life and on the mat. She was a black belt in Taekwondo. But to the students of Class 10B, she was just another substitute. Another clueless adult to torment, ignore, and eventually drive out like the last three before her. And no one led that charge more proudly than Dylan Ross. Dylan was the kind of student whose presence filled a room, loud, arrogant, and armed with an entourage of equally rude classmates. He thrived on disrespect. Teachers avoided eye contact with him. Principals gave warnings, but no real punishments. He knew how to push buttons, and he made it his personal mission to see how long Miss Sara would last. Her first class was chaos. Paper airplanes flew through the air. Chairs scraped loudly. Someone played music from a hidden speaker. But Miss Sara didn't yell. She didn't flinch. She simply stood at the front, eyes calm, hands folded. "Are you going to cry, miss?" Dylan mocked from the back. Laughter erupted. Sara walked to the board, wrote her name in neat cursive, and then said softly, "I'll wait." The class kept laughing. But the stillness in her voice unsettled some. They weren't used to that kind of confidence. By the second day, the harassment escalated. Someone drew graffiti on her desk. A phone alarm kept going off mid-lesson. Dylan shoved a chair across the floor when she asked him to sit down. She didn't send anyone out. She didn't threaten. She just kept teaching. Until Friday. That was the day everything changed. The class had gym last period. Miss Sara was assigned to supervise while the main coach handled another group. She stood quietly near the bleachers, clipboard in hand, as students tossed basketballs and laughed among themselves. Dylan, always hungry for attention, took a ball and flung it hard, straight at her. It hit the clipboard from her hands and bounced away. The class went quiet. "Oops," he grinned. "Didn't see you there, miss." Sara looked down at the ball, then back at him. Her expression didn't change. "Let's not do that again," she said calmly. Dylan smirked. "Or what? You'll give me detention." "No," she said, stepping forward. "But you should know something." He raised an eyebrow. "I'm a second dan black belt in Taekwondo," she said. "And I don't believe in violence, but I do believe in self-defense." The class burst into laughter. "Yeah, right," someone shouted. "You. Taekwondo." Sara smiled softly. "Want a demonstration?" That was all it took. The gym teacher had returned and allowed the class to take a break. Dylan, eager to humiliate her, swaggered to the center of the gym. "Okay then, sensei," he sneered. "Show me what you got." She stepped into the center, her shoes off, her posture tall and poised. She gave a respectful bow. "Come at me," she said. What followed next left everyone stunned. Dylan rushed at her, laughing. In one smooth motion, Sara sidestepped, swept his leg, and sent him flat onto his back. She didn't strike, just used his own weight against him. He scrambled up, embarrassed, and came again, faster this time. This time, she used a light arm lock and twisted him just enough to force him to the ground without harm. The gym went dead silent. "Control," she said gently. "That's what real strength looks like." Dylan stayed on the ground, humiliated but unharmed. The class stood in awe. Miss Sara walked back, picked up her clipboard, and turned to them all. "I came here to teach," she said. "But if you think silence is weakness, you're mistaken. If you think kindness is fear, you're wrong. Respect goes both ways. And I will always meet you with it. But I expect it in return." That was the last time anyone disrespected her. Word spread like wildfire. By Monday, even students outside her class greeted her with respect. Some even asked if she could teach them self-defense. A few bullies dropped their attitudes altogether. Sara didn't seek fame, but her calm strength had changed something in that school. Dylan, to his credit, apologized. He stayed after class one day and said he had never been embarrassed like that before. She didn't gloat. She offered him a second chance. He took it. Weeks passed. Her classroom transformed into one of the most respectful spaces in the school. Not because she demanded it, but because she earned it. Sara later started an after-school Taekwondo club, not to teach kids how to fight, but to teach them balance, focus, and dignity. The first to sign up was Dylan. She never raised her voice. She never needed to. She taught them that real power isn't loud or angry. It's calm, grounded, and always in control.